Wait, look, Alvin.
Yes.
Our Lion Scouts and their adult partners are
yes.
back. Hey, how
you guys doing?
Okay.
Oh, they look all excited and ready to get involved.
Oh, and we've got a fun one for you this time around.
Oh, what do we have?
Well, it's called Fun on the Run.
Oh, that sounds good. What are we going to do?
Run. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do some exercising.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, we'll do some stretching. We'll do some hopping. Oh, we'll have us some fun time with requirement 1, and then under requirement 2, we're going to talk about nutrition.
Oh, are we going to make a snack?
We're gonna talk about doing a healthy snack, and we'll have some fun talking about that. Okay, and then we've got we've got something that you and I like real well.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, taking a rest.
Oh, yes. Rest is very important.
Rest is very important. And it's important for you,
yes,
Lion Scouts, because that's how you grow up to be big and strong lions, is by making sure you get your rest. And we'll talk about that with some scouts. And then the last item, we've got an example of a jungle field day.
Oh.
Got an example. We've got together with some scout friends of mine, and we had an opportunity to record those scouts doing a field day, a whole variety of activities. You're going to like it. You're going to like it too. And you might be able to set up something like this in your yard, or maybe a big room in your house, so that you can do some running and jumping and crawling on the floor. It'll be fun. Now, Scouts, want you to remember one thing. What's our motto? What's our Cub Scout motto?
Do your best.
Do your best, okay? So when you watch these Scouts do their exercises, when you see them do the jungle field day, when you hear them talking about the importance of rest, just remember that you may not be able to do everything as well as these Scouts demonstrate, but as long as you do your best, that's what's important.
Yes. And you can always practice and get better.
That's right. Practicing is what helps us get better at everything that we do.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what we've got in the videos that we want to show you this week, or this time around, for Lion Adventure Fun on the Run. Requirement 1 looks for us to do some exercises. Some of the suggested exercises that you can find in the adult manual is the jumping jack. Fellas, let's show them how to do jumping jacks. Ready? Go. All right. Stop. And let's do some hopping in place. Ready? All right. Now let's try to skip, and we can kind of skip around in our exercise area here. So fellas, if you'd like to skip. All right, if we can get back into our places, and let's see if we can march in place. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. You can get those knees up. Don't necessarily have to stomp your feet, but you can have fun marching in place. All right. Now, let's do a little running in place. Ready? Let's go. Do some running in place. Doesn't have to be real fast, but again, it's to help get you started, help get you loosened up so you're ready to go. All right. Thank you, fellas. Part of our requirement for this adventure is to talk about a nutritious snack and to bring a nutritious snack for our den meeting. So there's some things that we can do. I think one of the best snacks that we can make is a trail mix of some kind. After all, one of our 6 Cub Scout essentials is to take a snack if we're going on an outdoor adventure, whether it's a hike or some other kind of outing. Now, there's some things that you can do, like buying a prepackaged snack mix like this, but sometimes you'll find things in these mixes, especially if you're looking to share them. You may find some things in here that you don't like, or they may have some things in them like nuts that you or some of the other scouts in your den may be allergic to. So that needs to be something that you think about if you're preparing a snack for the entire group. So these give you a good idea to look at in terms of trying to figure out what kind of a snack you'd like to make, especially if you're looking at trail mix. Now, there's another consideration, and that is that a lot of times we find scouts who need gluten-free items in their diet. They can't eat products that have gluten in them, and so gluten is an item that you find in wheat products in particular. Okay, so again, if you're preparing a snack that you're looking at providing to your entire den, then you might want to look at including gluten-free products in that particular mix. And so I've created a trail mix here for you guys to take with you, and as you can see, we've got a variety of products that you might have in the trail mix. What would be, if you were looking to fix a trail mix, what would be some of the things that you would want to put in it?
Didn't know that.
What would you like to put in it?
Well, actually, I like to take out the M&Ms because there are some people that can't really have to say red, non-really natural to say. Like to say red food.
Like a red food coloring. Okay. But otherwise, you just want to take the red M&Ms out then, right? Okay. What's something else that you would like to see in a trail mix?
Like Chex. Chex is good.
Okay, and that's what we used. We used a couple of different kinds of Chex cereal. We've got some corn Chex and some rice Chex, and then I found these chocolate Chex, which is actually rice Chex, and they've been flavored with a chocolate flavor. What would be something else?
Usually I would bring chocolate pieces. Raisins,
okay.
Just a little amount of raisins. And the nuts, so almonds, cashew, things like that.
Okay.
Healthy.
And again, that's the advantage of fixing your own trail mix, is that you can put as much or as little of an item in that mix that you would want to put in. So if you like raisins, you could put a whole lot of raisins in there. If you're not real crazy about raisins, then maybe you don't put any raisins in your trail mix at all. Okay. One of the other gluten-free cereals that I found that we could put in here was Cheerios. And so I've got the Honey Nut Cheerios that I put in here in this mix. You mentioned raisins. Well, we also have some yogurt-covered raisins. Okay, so there's other things like dried fruit, like banana chips or dried apricot that you could put in your trail mix. Pretzels. You might put some popcorn in there. Can anybody think of anything else they might want to put in their trail mix? Yes.
Cut banana slices.
Banana slices? Yeah, banana chips are good, right?
Dehydrated banana
Right.
slices.
Yes, sir?
Apples.
Apples, dried apples would be good to put in there too, weren't they? Yeah, you could find some dried apples. So you see the advantage of being able to make your own trail mix as opposed to, maybe spending money on a trail mix that might have some products in there that you couldn't share with other people or that they might be allergic to. Okay? So those are just some things that we need to think about. And again, having a good balanced snack, a good healthy snack for us to take on our outing is a great thing to do. All right, fellas, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the importance of rest. How many of you have some type of a video game or that's battery powered? You got some kind of game or a toy that you have that runs on batteries? Yeah? Don't you wish those batteries would last forever? Yeah, but they don't, do they? No, they don't last very long at all sometimes. And sometimes when the batteries run down, if we've got rechargeable batteries, we can plug the device into the wall and get some electricity into the batteries to recharge the batteries. Sometimes we just have to replace the batteries, right? Yeah. So if we've got a favorite toy, if we've got a game system that we use that uses a battery powered, sometimes we have to turn it off and let those batteries recharge, right? Well, that's the same thing that happens when we need rest. If we've been busy all day and we've been out playing, we've been exercising and running around outside or inside, and we've been exercising our body and so forth, then we've got to take some time to rest, don't we? Yeah, we have to take some time to rest. So, why do you think it's important that you get some rest?
It can cause you to become extremely tired.
Okay.
If you don't.
Yeah, if we don't get a good night's sleep, then we get very tired, don't we? All right.
And it also affects your mood.
Okay. If we don't get enough rest, it can affect our mood. We can become grumpy, hard to get along with. It certainly not getting enough sleep at night, not getting enough rest will certainly do that. Yes.
Delusions, which seeing things and stuff like that.
Well, that might happen if we get really, really, really tired. We might start seeing some things that aren't really there, might we? Okay, so we want to be like those batteries that get recharged at the end of the day when you're through playing with that toy or with your game, and you want to be able to use it the next day. You want to make sure you plug that in at night, right? So that it'll get recharged. And that's exactly what sleep does for us to lay down and get a good night's sleep and make sure we're sleeping long enough at night so that we get well rested and we're ready to take on the next day. Because when we sleep well, then we feel better physically, we feel better emotionally, and we feel better mentally. It means we can think better and help solve the problems that we find, whether they're problems with school or maybe how to put a toy together, how to build something with our Legos or our construction set that we have. Those things all work better when we get a good night's rest, okay? Requirement 4 for the Lion Adventure Fun on the Run is to have a jungle field day. Here we have set up just a few items that you might consider for your jungle field day, and we'll have the scouts demonstrate them. All right, are we ready? Let's go.
Hey Lions, welcome back. Did you enjoy that video? Oh, that looked fun, didn't it, Carl?
Oh, I tell you, some of that jumping kind of got to me.
Oh, yes. Now, have you tried it yet? Do you think you can do those? I bet you can. And like Carl mentioned earlier, you might not be able to do it just as good as some of these kids in the video, but if you keep practicing, you'll be able to do it just as good.
That's right. That's it. Practice is what helps us get better at everything that we try to do. Nobody's good at it the first time.
No.
But that's why we practice and practice and practice, and that way we get better.
And not only are you practicing to get better, you're having a great time what time you're doing it, and you can get other people involved at home.
Yeah.
Your adult partners, your brothers or sisters, and you can get them involved and just have a great time at home practicing and getting better.
Right. And all that exercise helps us to develop physically, which is an important part of our program too.
Yes, it is, Carl. So I hope they've had a great time and really enjoyed this.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us today, and we'll look for you with our next adventure, okay? So, till then, remember, it's great to be alive and scouting. See ya.